Hi friends! This video will cover how to play the dice game Shut the Box. Objective of the game. The objective of the game is to cover or flip as many tiles with numbers as possible during your turn and get as few points as possible. Setup. The classic game Shut the Box uses a box with tiles with numbers, usually from 1 to 9, although there are some variations from 1 to 12, which we will use. In our store, you can find Shut the Box set for 4 players, and this set for 6 players. So, place all tiles in an upright position. Each player will use 2 standard 6-sided dice. Gameplay. The first player rolls 2 dice. After rolling, they must use the sum of the dice to close 1 or more tiles. There are several basic ways to do this. Flip the tile that corresponds to the sum of the 2 dice. For example, if you rolled a 6 and a 2, a total of 8, you can flip the tile marked 8. Or you can cover the 6 tile and the 2 tile. Or you can use a combination of 2 or more available tiles whose sum is equal to the result of the dice roll, for example, 1, 2, 5. In this game, we decided to cover tile number 8. It is often advantageous to try to cover higher numbers at the beginning of the game. These numbers are harder to match later and can earn you a high score if you don't cover them. A player's turn ends if they cannot make a valid move. This happens when all possible combinations based on the dice roll have already been covered. When the player has shut tile 7 and all tiles to the right, he may choose to use only 1 die but is not required to. If a player lowers every tile, it is known as shutting the box, and the player scores no points for that turn. If you roll 1 die and the cell with the number corresponding to the rolled number is closed, your turn ends. Scoring. A player's score for a round is equal to the sum of the numbers on the tiles that remain open at the end of their turn. As we can see, the player cannot cover any tiles. The open tiles give the player a total of 31 points, winning the game. The game can last for a set number of rounds, or until every player has taken their turn. The player with the lowest total score for all rounds wins. The game can also be played head-to-head with 2 players, is called the long game. Player 1 will begin the same way as in the first gameplay. Once player 1 is no longer able to lower any more tiles, the turn is over. In this gameplay, the tiles lowered remain down. Player 2 begins his turn with the goal of raising the tiles that player 1 lowered using exactly the same rules. Player 2 moves until he can pick up the maximum number of tiles. The player who shuts the box or uncovers the box first wins. Well guys, if you liked it, subscribe to the channel and leave comments. Bye everyone.